your screen at all. I had complained about it. I wasn't seeing what you're doing. I don't know if it was from my end or it was a general problem, but I was just completely lost that Wednesday class. So
Okay,
please, I don't know. I really want to see how that SQL is being done. At least I have idea on Excel. I can manage, but the other one is I don't know anything about it.
okay. We are
Please.
still in Microsoft Excel. SQL is going to be our next class when we are done with Excel. So we haven't started treating SQL yet. So
Okay,
for the
okay,
Wednesday
okay.
class, the record will be available soon for the Wednesday class.
Okay, is there a link to access it, sir?
Um, Ido will attend to that after the class.
Okay, in that case, there's no problem.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you so much, sir.
you're welcome. So all questions will be answered after our class. So let's proceed. If you have a question, you can write it down. Okay,
Okay.
Ido,
Yeah, Bright. Okay, good evening, everybody. For the person requesting for class recording, the link to the class recording was posted on our WhatsApp channel and also on our Telegram channel. I don't know. You guys should always try to like go through daily updates. It's there in the channel. Thank you, Bright. You can continue.
all right. So I'll share my screen now. So let's proceed. So like I said earlier, before someone raised a hand, so this is a question we are to answer from our stakeholder. This is a question we are to answer. The first process in data analysis is ask question. So we ask question from our stakeholder. Our stakeholder gave us this 10 questions to answer. After we got the 10 questions, we moved to the IT department to get the internal data based on the question we got from our stakeholder, who is the CEO. So we are going to make use of the company internal data. So this is a company internal data we got from the IT department. So they gave us this data set to answer the question. So before you do anything, you you have a duplicate copy of the data set. What do I mean by duplicate copy? Um, you need to save this copy somewhere else in your system or in your Google Drive or in your email or anywhere. You need to have a duplicate copy, like two of these data. So you need to have two copy of this. So any changes you make here, you can refer back to the original copy. So yes, we are going to proceed. The next thing we are going to open, we are going to adjust this column by highlighting all the column, by highlighting all the column and double click. So can you please mute and double click? So the next thing you are going to do, we are going to turn our data set into a table. Turn your data set into a table by pressing Control T in your keyboard to turn it into a table. Hit on OK. So we have turned our data set into a table. The next step we have to do, we have to take how many rows and how many columns we have. Then we have to check if we have any missing values. So let's check how many columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 11 columns. So let's check how many rows we have. So we have 11 columns. We have 9,648 rows. So you don't count the very first row, the header. You don't count this. So this is not included. You don't count from row 1. So you count from row 2. So we have 9,648 rows. So the next step we are going to do, we are going to check if we have any missing values. So we're going to use our count blank function to check, like our previous class, we learned a function known as count blank to check if there's any blank cell in our data set. So we're going to use that function here, count blank, to check that. So we started with an equal sign, count blank. So count blank. Can you please mute, please? So count blank. So you call out the name of the cell. So the cell is A2 column A9, A9649. So we now close it. So we don't have any blank cell on this column. So let's fill out that column to see if we have any blank cell. So you bring your cursor here until you have this plus like sign. So you drag it to the end. So we don't have any missing values on in any of the column. So if you have a data set whereby you have any missing value, let's assume you have missing values on this price per unit or unit sold or revenue. So the thing you have to do, you have to call your stakeholder with the CEO and inform the stakeholder that you have a missing value if the company can provide data for that. If the company can't provide data for that, you input zero for that. You input zero. For where you have numerical data, you input zero. For here where you have text data, which is the sales, is the text data, you input unspecified or unknown. So all questions will be answered immediately after the class. So let me repeat that again. If you have any missing value in any of the rules, so let's assume that rules is a numerical data like price per unit, unit sold, and revenue. You input zero for that. You input zero. If the column is a text column where you have the sales method, you input unspecified or unknown, right? So this only applies to sales data, not healthcare data. So you don't temper, you don't input zero or anything in any health data set. So you don't do that because those are very delicate data sets. So you don't put that. So assuming you input zero for someone that has a BP or someone that has blood sugar, you put zero, you know what that means. You don't do anything with that. So you can only do input zero when you are working for sales data set. So once you are done with that, so we can say you don't have any missing value here. So we are going to delete this off. You don't need it. Going to delete it. So we can now go up again. So the next thing we are going to do, we are going to check if we have any wrong spelling or anything. So we need to standardize our data to check if you have any wrong spelling or anything that not spelled correctly. So the first thing we are going to do, we are going to filter it. So we are going to go through this data. So looking at this data, I can see that there's a wrong spelling somewhere. So you can point out where we have wrong spelling in this data set. These are retailers: Amazon, Foot Locker, Kohl's, Sport Direct, Westgear, and Walmart. So looking at this data set, is there any wrong spelling somewhere? Who can respond to that? Chizoba. Okay. So since there's no response, we have wrong spelling in Walmart. So if we check Walmart is spelled wrongly. If we check Walmart is spelled wrongly, Walmart is spelled wrongly. So this is not the correct spelling of Walmart. So this is spelled wrongly. You have to change the spelling of Walmart. So you have to change the spelling. So you change the spelling of Walmart. So after you've done that, you have to highlight all the cells, highlight all the cells, come to the home tab, you come to where you have these things that look like an eraser icon. Sorry, not that. This arrow pointing down. You say fill down, fill everything down. Click on it. So you have filled all the cell with the correct spelling of Walmart. You fill all the cell with the correct spelling of Walmart. So let's clear the filter. We've cleared the filter. So the next thing you are going to do, so let's apply the filter again. So if you can check these retailers are not standardized. Some are in capital letters, some are in smaller letters, some are in capital letters. So you want everything to be like Westgate. You want all the retailers to be like Westgate, the last one. So we are going to quickly use a function to do that. So I'm going to create a new column here. You right click and say insert. I'm going to create a new column. I'm going to use the function known as proper. I'm going to use the function known as proper. So you start with equal proper. So which text are you looking for? Looking from here. Click on it and close back your bracket and hit on enter. So we've done that. So check everything. So we can see the changes here. Foot locker, foot locker. So the first letter of the word is capitalized. So if I apply the filter, you can see the difference with this. So if I apply the filter here, you can see the difference. So now we are going to delete one column out. So the mistake one most people do is that once they do that, they just come here and delete this off. So if you try that, this is what you're going to have. You're going to have the reference error here to show you that the column you just deleted was reference to this other column. So you don't do that. So you don't do that. You don't do that. So what are you going to do? So let's Control Z. So hit Control Z. You're going to use space special. You're going to use space special to do that. So you're going to create a new column, insert. You're going to copy all this column. You're going to copy everything from here. Copy it. It's a copy. So we come here, we click, you right click, it's a paste special. So click on space values. So we have that there. So even if I delete this column out, I delete this, it won't affect this other column. So I delete this off. So I give this a name, retailer. So I give this name retailer. All right, so we move to the next column. So this is the retailer ID. This is the retailer ID. So for those that attended yesterday's class, during when we shared the PowerPoint slide, we mentioned what we call redundant information. So this retailer ID is what we call redundant information because we don't need this information. So if you check our business case here, you can see that there is no question about retailer's ID here. If you check this same question, there's no place for retailer ID, but we have a place for retailer, a question that says who are our best retailers. But there's no question for retailer's ID. Can we know the retailer's ID? So since there is no question for that, we don't need this column. We don't need this column, so we delete it off. We don't need the column. So we delete that off. Column is not needed. So we move to the next column, which is the invoice date. So you can see that the invoice date are not standardized. We have long date, we have short date. So you can't use this for analysis. We need to clean it. We need to clean it off. So before we do that, can anybody tell me what to do and how to clean this column, this particular column? Can somebody tell me what to do here?
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes. I think what to do there is you have to create another column.
Okay.
Yes. When you create another column, you now put on that new column, you now put equal to text in parentheses. In the parentheses, you now put you select or highlight the column, that is the old column you want to change the date format. Highlight it, then comma, then you now do semicolon, column, double colon, double
Okay.
colon, then you now put month, depending on what how you want the date to be, either day slash month slash year,
Okay. All right.
and close the column. And
Okay. Okay. Actually, I understand what you mean, but based on our business case here, we don't have a question for that. I understand what you mean. We want to separate it by month and so on. So we don't have questions for that. So the alternative way you can actually make this particular column to be standardized is for you to highlight everything, for you to highlight everything and go to highlight everything and go to the home tab. Click on the home tab. You click on the number column. Click on this. So you pick date. Is it long date or short date? Any of these, you pick one, either long date
date.
or short date. So you can pick any of them. So let me go with the short date. So we pick on this short date. So that is done. So we check region. So we click on it. So all the region are okay. All the region are okay. There's nothing wrong with the region. The region are spelled okay. So we move to state. So we filter our state. So if you can check, we have here NY, which stands for New York City. So if you apply your filter here, so you see that we have NY here, which stands for New York. So we also have New York City here. So we have NY for New York. We have NY here for New York. We also have New York City here. So these are the same. This all means the same, but different writing. So you need to pick one. Either you go with New York City or you go with NY. So let's go with New York City. So since all other cities are spelled in full, so let's maintain that format and go with New York and go with New York. So we are going to uncheck all. So scroll down to you click on New York, we click on NY, we hit on OK. So now we are going to spell it in full New York City. Sorry, we are going to spell New York. So the same thing we did for Foot Locker. We highlight everything. You highlight everything. You come to the home tab, click on the home tab. You click on this drop down icon fill, click on this fill. So you say fill down, click on it to fill everything down. So we have New York City. So we have filled all the column with New York City. So let's remove the filter. Right, all questions will be answered, please. Let's remove the filter. So we have that there for state. So let's check for city. Let's check for city. So for city, everything is okay. So you need to scroll down one after the other. So remember in our first class when I talked about domain knowledge. So you need to have domain knowledge. Like all the cities in the US, you need to have knowledge of all the cities that are spelled correctly or not, if truly they are a city or not. So you need to have domain knowledge of anything you are doing. So these are all okay. So these cities are all okay. So hit on enter. So the next one we have product. So you can see that we have space in each product. Men apparel, we have space. Men street, men street footwear. Can you please mute? So men's street footwear, there is a space. So we don't want space in our data set. We don't want space. So we need to insert a new column like what we did for retailer. Insert a new column. So now we are going to use a function. Okay, what function can we use? Does anybody have an idea? What function can we use to
Trim,
remove? All right. Okay,
trim
trim.
function
Okay, you go with the trim function. Okay, what next?
in brackets. The text you highlight all
Okay.
and close it. Enter.
All right. So let's quickly adjust our column. Okay, so this is what we are. Okay, what can we do here?
You said?
So what else can we do? I think there's an error. It's not well trimmed. What can we do there to fix that?
I think you have to trim again now.
Okay, I don't think so. Okay, let's quickly align it. I think we need to align that. So we come to the home tab, we align it. So everything is set. Everything is set. So even if you align, the next thing we are going to do, we are going to take this out. So we are going to delete this. Do the same thing we did for retailer. So we insert a new column, insert a new column, we copy everything. So we copy everything. So you right click, paste special, space value. So you have 1, 2, 3, click on it. So we have that. So we need to align this again to the left. So we give this a name, product. We give this a name, product. So give that a name, product. We are going to quickly delete these two columns. We don't need it. Column 1 and product. So highlight everything, right click and hit on delete. So the next thing we are going to do, price per unit is okay. Price per unit is okay. Unit sold is okay. Revenue. So you can as well keep your revenue like this, but I don't really recommend you keep your revenue like this because if you load it into MySQL, You're going to have issues doing your calculation. You're going to have issues in calculation. So we don't need the special character. In our class yesterday, when I shared my slide, we talked about removing special characters. So this and dollar symbol is known as special character. So we don't need it in our revenue. So you are going to highlight everything in the revenue. We're going to highlight everything in the revenue. So you can see it's not standardized. So each some column has revenue, some don't have the dollar symbol, some don't have. So we need to standardize everything. So we come to the home tab. So you click on this. So to remove all the dollar symbols, we click on the accounting format to keep it in accounting format. So we don't need the dollar symbol. So revenue is always in decimals. We leave the decimals. We don't move the decimals. So revenue is always in decimal. So sales method is okay. Sales method, everything is perfect in sales method, in-store and outlet, in-store, online and outlet. So everything is okay. Everything is okay. So we control S our work to save. We control S. So we take our business case. The first question is, who are our best retailers? So we stop there and use 10 minutes for some question. 10 minutes. So I'll stop sharing my screen. So any questions so far? Okay, Angela.
Uh, Thank you very much, sir, for today's class. It's been wonderful. But at some point, I discovered that your screen was going on and off, and then the workout procedure wasn't that consistent because I was expecting to be seeing the cushion moving as you are talking, but like for example now this last one you did removing the dollar sign, so you explain the process, but seeing it, because personally I'm a visual learner, so seeing how you did it to remove that dollar this thing, I couldn't get that process. So
Okay.
with that on and off your screen too was a bit distracting. So I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe in record, I don't know if we will see it
I'll
when I go to that video. The
oh,
walkthrough process.
okay. All right. Thank you. I'll repeat that step again.
Okay,
So let me
thank you,
use
sir.
let me use
Thank you, sir.
this column as an example. So let me input the dollar sign. Okay, now. So like I said earlier, everything you don't need the dollar sign in your revenue. So it will affect your calculation when you load it into MySQL or Postgres or any other database. So we don't need the dollar sign. So for you to take off the dollar sign, you highlight where you have the dollar sign, all the cells you have the dollar sign. You come to the home tab. So you click on this icon, this comma style, you click on it to remove the dollar sign. So you can leave it like this. So this is okay. But you want to remove the decimal, which is not recommended you do so. So you click on this to decrease the decimal. So you click on this again to put the decimal depending on how many decimal you want. Okay. Angela, did I answer your question?
Yes, yes, it's clear now. I saw it. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. So any other question? Okay, comfort.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Please, I did not understand. I didn't understand how you changed that first and second row. You know, the first row had the small letters, the beginning of the letter. So I didn't guess how you did it and how you arranged the dates. That's the second row.
Okay. All right. Okay, so let me quickly do that again. So
All right.
I'll share my screen again. Okay, so can you repeat what you just said? You said first row, this, right?
Retailer, yes.
Okay, okay, okay. So let's assume, okay, let me quickly do something here. Okay. Okay, now so for you to okay now. So for you to make everything standardized, whereby this column will be the same thing with this. So this and this will be the same thing, right? So you're going to use a function known as proper to do that. You're going to use proper to do that. So you click on
Oh,
this particular column, you right click on it,
yeah.
you click on insert. So use the function known as proper,
Okay.
use as proper. So you click on this text, the first column. Sorry, the first cell here, there's cell 8. You click on it. You close your bracket and hit on enter. So we have that. So we have it here. So we have it here. So for you to, we can't have these two columns the same because they have the same data. So you need to right click. So if you delete this column out, it's going to affect this other column. So we don't need to do that. So let's control Z that. So what they're going to, they're going to a new column, insert a new column, copy all this, highlight everything, you copy it, you click on it, you click on the new column you just created.
Okay.
So you right click,
Yes.
paste special, where you have these numbers 1, 2, 3. So click on it. So we have that. So you delete this off, you delete this, you delete this off. So give this a name, give this a name retailer. So give that a name retailer. So we said that we ask a second question.
Okay. Yes, the invoice dates column.
Okay, the invoice date column. So let's assume this was like this. So let's assume it was this way. So we have the long date and the short date, right? So you must pick either you go with the long date
Yes.
or you go with the short date. So you must pick which one you want to go for. So you want to go for a short date, you highlight
Oh,
everything. To highlight everything.
okay. Okay.
So you come to the home tab, you click on this and click on that. So that's how to format the
Okay.
dates.
All right. All right. Thank you so much.
Chizoba. Okay, someone said how we did the product. Sorry, I'll come to you. Someone said how do we do the product? So the same procedure. So let me quickly walk through that. So this is the product. So just what is spaces here. So spaces here. So spaces here. So now, for us to remove all these unwanted spaces, we are going to use a function known as trim. So someone told us what to do there. So I'll just repeat what the person did. I follow that step. So you say equal trim, trim. You open your parentheses. So you click on the first cell, this cell, and you close your bracket, hit on enter. So you've trimmed that. So you remove unwanted space, just like you're trimming your flower. To remove unwanted space, so you highlight. So let's quickly insert a new column. We are going to copy this because if we delete it, it's going to show us a ref error. We are going to quickly copy this by highlighting everything. So Control C, copy. We click on the column 2. You right click, paste special. You click on space V123, click on it. So you adjust the column. So you can't keep it this way. You come to the home tab, you align it to the left. So we have that. So we delete this 2 off, we don't need it. Right click, you delete. So we give this a name, product. So you need to be consistent, product. Product. So that's it. So I've spent 10 minutes answering questions. So we need to proceed. Angela Chisoba. Okay, Angela, I think I've answered your question. Chisoba.
Yes, hello.
Okay, hello.
Yes, I have two questions, or maybe something that need to be cleared. Number one is on the table, maybe the place that you created another or inserted another table after proppering it, that is aligning it to normal, the standard way it's supposed to be. Must I create another table to copy and paste that new one, or can't I copy it, that is the standard one, and then paste it on the first table using paste special?
Okay, okay. I think you can do that.
Because I think I've done it, yes, yeah, and it works. So this one now is kind of confusing to me. I said, whether can I do it?
Yes,
Is it the right way to do it also?
yes. The aim is for you to paste without the formula. That is the aim. So if you paste it without the formula showing in the formula bar, then it's perfect.
Okay,
It's,
okay.
it's perfect.
Then the second one, on the one that you did, you replaced NY with New York.
Okay.
Can I use find and replace, that is Control H, to
Yes,
do that?
yes. You can actually do that.
Oh, okay,
You can
okay,
actually do that.
that's fine. All right, thank you.
Okay. So before we proceed, so this data cleaning is going to be your assignment. So it's very important you know how to clean your data. So this is going to be your assignment. I'm going to drop a duplicate copy of this data set in the Google Classroom. So I'll give that to the community manager. So she's going to drop it in a Google Classroom. So you're going to clean the data set and submit it. Now it's going to be your assignment for the weekend and submit it on Monday, right?
Okay.
So since we have few minutes in our time, so let's start answering the first the first question. So if you remember our data analysis process, the first was to ask question, which we did. The second was to get the data, which we did. The third was to clean the data. We that's what we just finished doing. So the next is to analyze the data. So this is it. So let's go back to our question. So this is a business case you are to answer. So the company want to find out their process, their progress since the lockdown. Did they make sales? Are they not? Did they make sales or not? So that is the aim of the company. They want to know if the lockdown really affected their sales in the market. So we have in the business case first question here: who are our best retailers? So the company want to know which retailer sells more products so we can keep on giving them our product to sell. So we want to know who are our best retailers. So for us to answer the first question, we go back to our data set. You click anywhere in the table, either you click here or here, anywhere in the table. You come to the insert, you click on pivot table. So you click on new worksheet, hit on OK. So we give the new worksheet we just created a name. So you give it a name like a back end. You can give it a name of your choice. I like giving it back end. All right, so back end. So the first question here is, who are our best retailers? So now, for us to answer that question, we're going to bring retailers. So, okay, before I proceed, do anybody have an idea on what to do here?
Best retailers. Yes,
Okay.
you yes, you drag the retailer, that's or you click on it, that is stick it, drag it to maybe column, yes, to column filter. That's column. Hello, hello.
Please, I don't even know how you got to this point. Hello, Sir Bright. Hello, sir. Hello. Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Let's just be patient. I think network has knocked him off.
Okay, sorry, I wasn't hearing you. My network. Please say something again.
Okay. Sir, please, I personally, I did not know how you got to this place. When you started, your screen wasn't showing. It only showed up when you have gotten here.
Okay. So let me repeat that process before we continue. So I'll delete this. Yes. So now, so we have finished cleaning our data set. We are done cleaning the data set. You save it. So the next process is the analysis process. So we check our question, our business case, which is the question. We are to answer this 10 question. So the first question is, who are our best retailers, right? So for you to answer this first question, you need to go back to your data set. You click anywhere in the table, anywhere in this table, click anywhere in this table. So click on this, you click on insert, you click on pivot table, new worksheet. So you have a new worksheet here. So you give your worksheet a name. So you must always give your worksheet a name. Give any name of your choice. Okay, before, okay, right. You understand up to that point? Hello?
Screen is not showing again.
My screen, can't you see my screen?
We are not
We
seeing the
I
screen.
can see.
You can see the screen.
So if you
No,
I
can't
we
see
can
can.
it,
see
It's
it.
showing now.
if you can't see it's network. Don't worry, everything will be in the recording. Okay, someone was saying something about dragging to where? We drag the
Okay, you
rate.
drag the retailer,
Okay,
yeah, the retailer to column.
okay,
Abi? Then unit. So you drag the unit sold to
okay, okay.
revenue. Abi?
Okay, so
Don't
the
know.
retailers should be in rows and units sold. So this question is kind of confusing. Yes, you need to be very critical here because they say who are our best retailers. So if you are picking revenue, you say Amazon is the best retailer in terms of revenue. So let me explain why you don't need to pick revenue. So if you check unit price per unit, right? So most products are not of the same price. So men's street footwear is not the same price like men's athletic footwear, right? So it's not the same price. It's not the same price. So you can't pick revenues. You need to pick units sold, right? You need to pick units sold because revenue might not really give you the correct analysis. You need to pick units sold. You need to pick units sold for that. And so you need to pick units sold. So you go back to our business case. Sorry, you go back to our back end to know our best retailers. So you bring units sold to where we have values. So we have that here. We have that here. So Amazon, Sport Direct, Westgear. So Westgear is the best retailer. So we have Westgear there. So let's quickly move this grid line. So these are what we call grid line. This line by the side, left and right, is what we call grid line. Okay. Are you all seeing my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So to remove this grid line, we don't need it. So you click on view, click on grid line, take it off. You don't need grid line. So we've answered the first question. Who are our best retailers? To answer the first question. So you can't keep it like this. So you need to bring in your chart. So you go to the insert tab, recommended charts, go with the bar chart. So you click on OK. We have that here. So let's do some formatting. So let's format our chart. So we don't need any unwanted information in our chart. We don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need. So you can as well keep this. You can keep this. We don't need this. So for you to remove anything you don't want, so you click on pivot table analyze. You click on fill button. So you click on this. So to clear that out. So we click on this, delete to clear it off. So now you need to, so let's take away the total. We don't need the total. So we stopped. So now the next thing you have to do is you can't keep it this way because it's confusing. So if you are dealing with a data set like let's say month of the year or quarter of the year, you can keep it like this. So since we're not dealing on sequential data, we are dealing on categorical data. So we need to arrange it well, smallest to highest or highest to smallest. So we click on our chart on our pivot table. So you click on sort smallest to largest to smallest. So you keep it this way. So you can as well keep it this way. Or if you don't like that, the arrangement, go back to sort, largest, smallest to largest. You can as well keep it this way. So it's optional. It's very, very optional. So now let's remove the grid line. This is what we call grid line. This line you can see here is what we call grid line. So let's take that out. So you click on the line. Okay, I think that is not clicking. So you click on this box, click on it. So you click on uncheck grid line. To uncheck the grid line to take that out. To answer the first question, so this is our best retailer is West Gear is our best retailer. You can as well keep it. I do some adjustment. So West Gear is our best retailer. So let's quickly do some formatting. So you click on this axis. This is what we call the y-axis. So you click on your y-axis. You come to the home tab. Come to the home tab. You click on this to change the color to black. So you can change the font style. Pick any style of your choice. You pick any size of your choice. Pick any size of your choice. So you apply the same formatting to the y-axis. This is the y-axis. You apply the same to the y-axis. Come to the home
Sorry,
tab.
sorry, your screen is flooded.
You can see my screen.
It actually comes and goes off.
Okay. So if my screen is steady, can you just say something? I think network is getting bad. Can you all see my screen?
Okay,
Yes.
you can see it now.
Okay. So let's quickly format the x-axis. The same thing we did for the y-axis. Come to the home tab. So you click on this to change it to black. You can change the font style, the font size, anything you want to do. So if you don't want this, if you don't want the label to be on the y, if you don't want the horizontal axis, the values, you can as well delete it and bring it out somewhere here. Data labels. So you click on your data labels, click on that. That's your data labels. You check it, let's format it. So you click everywhere, just click on one, just click one. So you come to the home tab, change it to black. So you can change the size to, let's say 8, and as well leave it like this. So everything is perfect. So you move to question 2. So which sales method do customers prefer? Okay. So you go to back end, you copy this, you right click, you come down, we paste that there. So which sales method customers prefer? So we go to pivot table analyzed, you click on view list. So we remove this, we remove this. So sales method, so we bring the sales method to rules, we bring the sales method to values. So you want to know which method the customers prefer. So you click on it, you click on the insert tab, you click on recommended chart. All right, so which chart can we pick here? Can we go with the column, the bar chart, or the pie chart? So which chart is suitable for that question?
Pie chart. It shows the percentage.
Okay, so you go with the pie chart. So donut chart or pie chart. Which one should we go for? Donut chart or pie chart?
I feel we should go with pie chart.
Okay, so let's go with pie chart then. But personally, I like donut chart because of the space. So let's go with the pie chart. So let me bring this in here. So try as much as possible not to use a 3D chart. Try as much as possible not to use a 3D chart, please, in your chart. So let's go with the pie chart. So the same procedure we did for this column chart, we are going to do the same for pie charts. So let's quickly format that. Fill button. You don't need the total. So we need this. This is what we call legend. We need the legend. So you click on this box. The legend is thick. So we come to the Home tab. We make it black. We maintain consistency. Font size 9, everything 9. You can well make it to be 8. Make it to be 8. So now the next thing we are going to do, so we can't keep our chart like this. So can we keep it like this? What are we going to do? Because the chart doesn't look nice like this. Is there anything we need to do? So for us to adjust, format the chart, so we need to sort this out. So you click on it, you right click, largest to smallest. So now this is how your chart supposed to be. Largest to smallest, largest to smallest, not the other way around. Largest to smallest. So for you to move this white line in between, so you click on it, just click on the chart, just click on the chart, click on Control 1 to bring out the dialog box. So you click on this fill line, you see borders. So that white line you see here is what we call border. So we don't need the borders. So you click no border. So you have that there, no border. So if you want to change the color, you don't like this color, you don't want to use your own color, you come to the Home tab. Sorry. So you click on this. You click on this fill. So you click on this. You pick any color of your choice. Oh, sorry. So you check. So after you move the green line, the next thing you're going to do for you to change the color of each chart, sorry, of each slice, yeah, of each slice. So you click. So you have click on this. I've clicked on the blue one. So you come to this fill line. So you click on this fill icon and pick any color of your choice. So as you want to go with this color. So the color has changed. So you pick on this gold, click on it. So you can see the color has changed. So if you click on this, the color will change to gray. So you click on this, the color has changed back to gold also. So you can pick this. So this is just for an illustration sake. So you can pick something like this. So you can pick any color of your choice. You can come here. To pick that color. So let's keep this gray. So that's how to do that. So we've answered the second question. We've answered the second question. So move to the third question. Can you identify top 5 cities with high revenue? Okay, they're asking if I can identify the top 5 cities with high revenue. So the reason why they're asking is they want to know which city do the people prefer, buy their products the most. So you paste that here. So you paste. So you adjust this. So pivot table analyze, view list. So remove this sales method. Remove the sales method. So you bring in city to rules, bring in city to rules, bring revenue to values. Okay. You say top five city. The question was top five city with the high revenue. So you click on where you have the city, click on this, you right click, you say filter top 10, you click on top 10. So the question is top five cities with the high revenue. So reduce this to five, click on OK. So you have the top five cities there. So you right click, insert, bring in your chart. So which chart can we pick? The bar chart or the column chart? This
Column,
or this?
column,
Column
First
chart,
one, long shot.
column chart.
column chart.
Okay. So the reason why I say you should, the reason why I don't agree with you guys with the column chart is because you are using the column chart. Some names might be very long, like this San Francisco is long. I using the column chart, so you can see what you have is San Francisco. So the spelling has break to the second line. So you need to use it in such a way that it will move to the next line. But it's optional though. It's optional. So let's go with the column chart. Let's go with the column chart. But let me also bring this in here. You must try as much as possible to use at least three charts in your analysis, at least three. You don't need to mix most charts. So we have used the pie chart, we've used the pie chart and the bar chart. So let's use the column chart here. So we click on OK. So we can't keep it this way. Let's quickly format this. Pivot table analyze, view list. You don't need total. You don't need total. You don't need this. You don't need this. So let's quickly adjust this. Sort. So we've done that. So you don't want this. You don't want this. So let's clear it out for consistency's sake. So since we don't have it here, we're not supposed to have it here too. So we delete that out. So we click on this. Data labels. We have data labels there. So let's quickly format this. You come to the Home tab, change this to black, reduce the size to 8. So you click on this, reduce the size to 8, change it to black. So remove the green line, click on this box, uncheck this to take away the green line. So we have that there. So the best city is New York City, New York, San Francisco, and the rest. So these are the top 5 cities with the highest revenue. So we keep that. So we move to the next question. Can we see our top 5 best-selling products? Okay, top 5 best-selling products. So let's copy this. Let's copy this. Can keep that somewhere here. Keep it here. So what's the question again? Can we see our top 5 best-selling products? Okay. So we click this, view list. So remove retailer, and bring in product. So you say top 5 best-selling products. So remove units sold and bring in revenue. The top 5, so click on it. See top 10. So bring it down to 5. Or this is even 6. So let's say they say top 5. So top 5. Like what we did here, we bring in our chart. Okay, so see the reason why I say we don't need column chart. See, so so we don't need, yeah, the column chart. This is one of the reasons why I say so. So in this situation, we are going to use the bar chart. The bar chart is the perfect chart for this. So we click on it. So we clear that. Quickly format this. You click on this. You click on this. Clear. Delete that out. So you quickly format the y-axis. So let's sort this. Okay, so you can as well keep it this way, largest to smallest. So you don't need this y-axis, you don't need it. Sorry, the x-axis, you don't need it. So let's bring in our data labels. So let's format this to black. Format that to black. So we have that. So let's move the grid line. Uncheck. Move the grid line. So you have the top 5 cities. Move to the next question. Can we see our sales trend? So we'll stop here for today. We're going to stop here. We'll save our work. We'll save by pressing up Ctrl S to save. So I'll stop sharing. So any questions so far? Okay, choose over.
Yes, my question is, I don't know, how do I in pivot table, because it's been confusing me somehow.
Okay.
How do I know the column? That is what to drag to each column. I only can tell about values, but the other column, rows, and all that, I don't know what exactly to drag to each column.
Okay. I'll share my screen again. I'll use that question to answer, to work on one of the questions there. Okay, so let's go back to our business case. Okay, can we see our sales trend? So let me answer the number 5 question. So, let's copy this. Let's copy this. So we paste this. Okay, now to answer your question, pivot table, view list. All right. So now to answer your question, let's assume the company wants to check the highest. Okay, let me remove this. So let's assume the company want to check the retailers with the highest units sold. So you are going to move the retailers, which is the category, move the retailers, remove the retailers to where you have rules. Remove the retailers where we have rules. You move the revenue or the units sold or the price per unit till we have values, right? So these values here is going to automatically calculate everything for that particular product. For like Amazon, it's going to calculate the sum for Amazon, Foot Locker. So you put it in values. Anything you put in values is going to automatically appear in numerical data. So let me remove this. So if I bring this retailer to where you have values, this is what you are going to have is numbers. So in a nutshell, values is going to show numbers for you, while rows and columns and filters are going to show the categorical data for you. So you put any numbers, you put it in values. So anything you put in
What
values,
if, okay,
anything you put in values is going to come out like a number. Anything you put in values. So even I bring this
mm,
here, so you can see you have it there.
what if I move it to column?
Column. Okay, depends on what you want to work on. Because as well move it to column, it depends on what you want to find out. It depends on what you want to analyze. You can move it to column. But since we are to answer the question based on our stakeholders, so we are going to make use of roles and values. Roles and values. I'm going to make use of that. So while I'm still here, let me quickly answer that question, sales trend. We're going to bring in revenue to values. You bring in you bring in invoice date to rules, invoice dates to rules. So let's quickly open this. So we don't need quarter. This is quarter, you don't need it. So you're going to just drag it out. You don't need quarter. So we click on this plus like sign to open it. Okay, this is what we want. So you insert your charts. So which chart is proper to show trend? So which chart is proper? Is it the column
A
chart?
trend line.
Okay, trend line. Okay, this is what you mean. So let's quickly format. Let's quickly do this. So pivot analyze. We don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need the grid line. So let's adjust this a little bit. You don't need the grid line. You don't need the grid line. You don't need the grid line. You don't need the legend. All right. So for you to format this, so just click on it. Click on this. So you click on Control 1 to bring out this dialog box. So you come to where you have display units. Come to where you have display units. So you can see they are all in millions. So you come to display units, click on it. You say millions, not billions or trillions. Click on millions. So you have that there. So it will be easier for your stakeholders to read. You have that. So bring it down here. So let's quickly format that very fast. It's let's format this. So we have that there. So to answer our question, let's save back our work. So we'll stop there for today. So don't forget, your assignment. You have to clean the data set. You have to clean the data set and submit it on Monday. You have to clean the data set and submit it on Monday. So that's going to be your assignment. If possible, you can analyze the data. If possible. So that's going to be your assignment for this weekend.
Are you going to send the data set?
Yeah, I'll send the data set.
Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome.
We are grateful. Good night, sir.
All right, good night. Enjoy your
Thank
weekend.
you.
All right, thank you. We'll see you again on Monday.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You're
Really
welcome.
Hello, sir.
appreciate your effort.
Okay,
Hello, sir.
I can hear you.
Hello. Yeah, good evening, sir.
You're welcome.
Someone introduced me to and sent me the link directly. I am not in the WhatsApp group. How do I join?
Okay,
Because
all right.
yeah.
Okay, so I will speak to Mr. Tubi or the community manager. She's going to get in contact with you.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Are you on
Thank.
the Telegram group?
I'm not on any. Someone just got to me. Was it on Wednesday and sent me the Zoom link. I mean the Google Meet link.
Okay,
Because if you're not on any of this group, once we leave this meeting, I don't think you'll be able to contact anybody.
okay, that's
And
true.
Ido is not on the group. Let me try see if I can share the WhatsApp group here.
All right.
Then you can join for the group hands.
Okay, okay. That'll be okay.
And that will be. Oh shit! Is it a link? Because I'm using my system right now and WhatsApp is on my phone. So if you
You
send
just
it,
copy the link. When if I send it, you copy the link and you
mail it
just
to
send it
myself.
to yourself.
Okay, maybe I'll just mail it to myself. Okay, okay, that would be nice.
Just
Thank
give
you.
me a minute. You're welcome.
Mm.
So I'm just gonna copy it. It's in this information here, so you just join. Oh my god. Just give me a minute.
Okay,
I'll probably just send type your email address in here, then I'll communicate with you in person, then you set
okay,
it up. Yeah,
okay.
okay.
Okay, Joseph, you have a question?
All right, thank you very much for this class. I really appreciate. Though I didn't join the time the meeting started, but I was able to pick some few things. I think I'll go back to the recording to pick out the ones I missed. So I want to really appreciate your efforts so far, ongoing to assist us. Yeah, I want to say concerning the link, I think there are some other people too who might not be in the WhatsApp group who might also need the link. So I think
I
they can
just
contact
pasted
the group.
the link here on the in message chat, so you can just join there.
All right, all right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Okay, bye everyone.
All right, bye.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Good night.
Good night.